solution and News 9.
Kelly Ogle. Professional. Knowledgeable. Trustworthy. Compassionate. Down to earth. Fun. Oklahoman. Kelly Ogle. On the scene, on the story. Only on News 9.
Right now on 9, a dangerous chase after sleeping suspects are woken up by a deputy. Plus a critical learning center on the brink of closing, now saved. And a museum employee accused of a racist comment to exclude children.
On the scene, on the story. News 9 starts now.
Good evening. We're glad you're with us tonight. We start with this. 3 men discovered passed out in a vehicle that was parked in the middle of a highway in Logan County.
But once they woke up, they led deputies on a dangerous pursuit. Our News 9's Christy Lewis is live on the scene. Christy?
Amanda Kelly, the Logan County Sheriff's Office got a call about this on Friday night around 11:30 about a vehicle stopped in the middle of Highway 74. When Logan County Deputy Jarrett George showed up to Highway 74 in Charter Oak that night, he checked out the car and opened the door.
They were all 3 out cold.
The men inside appeared unconscious, and Deputy George says the smell of alcohol was strong. The front seat passenger had a hold of the steering wheel, the driver had a hold of the passenger's arm, and his foot was still on the brake.
Gentlemen.
When he came to, Deputy George says the driver hit the gas.
Wake up, put in park, put in brake, put in park, now!
And the pursuit began. The suspect car would stop and start again multiple times,
Driver, pull over.
swerve into the wrong lane, and run other cars off the road. When the driver finally stopped for good, Deputy George gave commands to get out and approached again.
As soon as I approached the driver's window, I saw feet. So he slammed on the brakes and tried to jump in the back seat like he wasn't driving, like, hey, it wasn't me. Even though I'd already got body cam footage.
Deputy George continued to give orders.
You're gonna get out of the car. You're gonna back that light off or we're gonna have a problem.
And he says the men continued to refuse.
Sit down.
And after one was tased, you see the others comply quickly. Anthony Garcia, Omar Lewis, and Aaron Brooks were all booked into the Logan County Jail. And all 3 of those suspects are from out of state. Live on the scene on the story, Christy Lewis, News 9.
Wild video there, Christy.
Shocking, truly shocking video.
Well, let's talk now about what you see on Next Gen Live.
Wow.
Tracking chances of storms tonight, but then also for tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, for some of us, overnight tonight, it's going to be a loud night with some wind and hail and things like that. Let's get to it here. Go to Links 1 and check it out. Big storms now in through parts of Kansas and Colorado and our panhandle. Marty Logan has been on a big supercell out around Guyman. I mean a big, big storm. There have been many, many tornadoes today in through parts of Wyoming and Colorado. Now it's just a big mess of thunderstorms. They're all severe. There's flooding going on in Kansas. And look what's developing now northwest of Dodge City. That's sliding to the southeast. And we have this one big, and I mean big supercell northeast of Guyman. Marty Logan's been tracking that all evening long. It's a rotating thunderstorm. Nearly produced a tornado a couple hours ago. Still some spinning going on near Hooker, Oklahoma. That's going to be north of Hardesty. We're tracking that. Marty's there. Baseball-size hail in that storm. And look at the size of that thing. It's moving east-southeast at about 25 to 30 miles an hour. Shattuck at about 12:23 in the morning, and Sharon at about 1:11 in the morning. So a stormy night for some of us. Cold front ahead. Hang on, and more severe weather. Talking about tomorrow. Forecast coming up. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, Metro Police are hoping this sketch will help them find a man who raped a 70-year-old woman. That's after he broke into her home near Northwest 18th and Walker. He's believed to be white or Hispanic, about 5'9", and have dark hair.
Police are also investigating a stabbing and a shooting at a home near McKinley Park here in the city. Detectives say one person was cut in the arm and shot in the leg this afternoon, but will recover. This came in as a domestic call originally. They're not putting out any suspect information just yet.
Amended charges tonight for a murder suspect. Police say Cesar Gerardo shot and killed Martin Lewell Jr. in front of a Metro home in 2016. He's now also charged with assault and battery with a deadly weapon for a juvenile that was hurt in the shooting.
Boy, a family is left broken tonight after a crop duster goes down in Enid. 52-year-old Rodney Sherry was crop dusting a field this morning when his plane clipped the top of a tower. The FAA and the NTSB are piecing it together how it happened and making sure there's no lasting contamination from the chemicals the plane was carrying.
And this is the second deadly crop duster crash in Oklahoma in just the last 3 weeks. Andrew Dieterding was killed when his plane went down north of El Reno last month. Turns out his brother owns the plane involved in today's crash. We spoke with a flight instructor who says crop dusting can be an extra dangerous job.
They fly in close proximity to the ground, 12 to 15 feet, to minimize the amount of chemical drift.
Captain Myers says there are an increasing number of wind and now met towers that sometimes just don't show up on charts.
A 35-year-old murder case heads back to the Oklahoma County Courthouse tomorrow. Raul Sierra, a big local cocaine boss back in the 80s, is accused of gunning down his drug runner back in 1982. But new evidence was brought to light 2 years ago. Today, a man testified claiming he was in the Metro home where Sierra shot Roberto Osorio with a sawed-off shotgun.
And now to this. The Chickasha Public School Board places the city's Adult Learning Center on probation following a meeting that ended moments ago. Many staff and graduates of the GED program say they were actually afraid the doors were closing for good. Our Bonnie Campo was at that meeting tonight. She joins us live with the details. Bonnie?
Well, the school board says that there are a number of issues with the program that has been identified here in a report by the state. Now they've been placed on a 1-year probation. Now the center serves Grady County and several surrounding counties. It's been open for about 50 years, and for the past 10 years, the center has helped 1,000 students graduate. The board mandates the program must be up to date on practices and better monitor spending, requiring at least 12 hours of face-to-face time while in the program. The director says of that learning facility, she's aware of the compliance issues previous to this decision, and they've been working to change them. Many fear the center, if it closes, they will have less second chances available to them.
They gave me a future, and they gave me a chance to stand in front of my 7 children with pride. And they gave me my self-respect back.
We think that all of these are all correctable things on one hand, but on the other hand, there was enough there that he felt the need to place us on a 1-year probation for the program. So we're going to do everything we can to ensure that our program stays in Chickasha, that it's successful.
Now, if this is forced to close, the closest centers that would offer available resources would be Fort Cobb, Duncan, or possibly OCCC. Live on the scene on the story in Chickasha, Bonnie Campo, News 9.
We'll continue to follow that one. The OU Board of Regents today voted to revoke the emeritus status of a former professor. John Scammyhorn is accused of sexual harassment that allegedly occurred while he had access to drama school events as a university donor. OU has returned Scammyhorn's donations.
A now former 5th grade teacher in Broken Arrow has been charged with 4 counts of lewd molestation. Edward Hodge, who taught at Aspen Creek, was arrested today. In an affidavit, 9 girls say Hodge touched their legs and backsides, rubbed their necks, and wanted hugs before they could go to the restroom.
Now to this developing story. A field trip to the Leonardo's Children's Museum in Enid is causing some controversy tonight. Several children say a museum employee told them on Friday they could not go down a slide because they're black. The kids are from the Greenwood Cultural Center in Tulsa.
There's 3 of us, then when he was walking, everybody get on the slide. The lady said, only white kids can stand on the slide.
Leonardo says the employee denies the comment. Right now it's looking at security video and will determine what action is needed.
This is pretty cool to see. The new streetcar system got some practice runs in tonight around Bricktown. You see it in action there. The Bricktown Loop is 2 miles long. The city says the streetcars will run on tracks with overhead electrical wires for part of the route and then batteries for the rest.
The future of Sandridge Energy is unclear right now as its largest shareholder, Carl Icahn, gained control today of the company's board. He has been critical of Sandridge's moves since emerging from bankruptcy in 2016. Management is reviewing bids to buy or partner with the OKC-based oil and gas company.
New tonight, an elderly man who paints homes says he thought he was going to die at work as a stranger attacked him and then took off. News 9's Ashley Isbicki is on the story in Tulsa.
79-year-old Larry Applegate was on the job Friday when he says a guy in this white Chevy Silverado got out and asked him if he was done working. After he said yes,
he said, "Give me your blankety blank money right now." I said, "You're kidding. Get out of here."
He says he walked toward this back fence thinking the prankster would leave.
My mind is saying, this is not really happening. I'm on a nice street, good neighborhood, the middle of the day, people all around.
But when he turned around, the guy put a gun up to his face.
I really thought he was going to kill me.
Instead, Applegate says the guy pistol whipped him.
I blocked it. He cut my hand there, and of course he cut me on top of the head.
That's when he screamed for help. And the suspect took off with the getaway driver in the truck. It all happened as the next-door neighbor pulled into her driveway.
Thank God for the neighbor. The neighbor came running over.
He was definitely very shooken up and scared.
She called 911 and tried to keep him comfortable, but now neighbors are on edge.
My father as well, he's just retired, but he's always doing yard work, and the fact that it's happening in the front of houses at 3 in the afternoon.
That's pretty brazen. That's really brazen to assault in the middle of the day.
On the scene, on the story in Tulsa, Ashley Isbicki, News 9.
Still ahead on News 9, flying in an electric plane. The new technology and what it could mean for air travel. And next.
While I was at work and came home and found him in the backyard, covered in blood.
A Metro woman finds her dog mauled. Why she says her neighbor's dog is to blame for the violence.
With News 9 this morning, you know more.
I'm Robin Marsh. I'm Lacey Lowry.
More about breaking news.
The FBI has issued a predator alert.
More about our changing weather.
Tornado warnings going on right now.
More about your world. More about your safety.
Check your freezer this morning. There's been a recall.
More about your drive to work.
And we're already starting to see some accidents.
And a little more to make you smile. The information you need to start your day right. News 9 this morning. No more. Drive to your best summer ever with your Oklahoma Ford dealers and News 9. Just watch News 9 every weekday and you could win Ford's newest SUV, the all-new EcoSport. This week's daily winners get a $100 gift card to Subway.
Chris Sloan has represented more Oklahomans individually than all other candidates combined, and he knows the impact a judge's decision has on individuals, victims, and their families. As a small business owner for the past 14 years and handling over 2,000 court cases in his career, one man has the drive, knowledge, and experience to make our court system work better. He's not just another candidate for judge. He'll actually do the work, listen to both sides, and apply the law fairly. Chris Sloan for Oklahoma County District Judge.
Is fast, reliable internet just not available where you live?
No. They keep saying, oh, maybe we'll get out there someday.
Well, with new super fast internet plans from Viasat, someday is today.
Good. Because we tried getting by with just a cell phone, but the service is terrible. And DSL, please.
Well, Viasat is available out here right now. In fact, if you can see us, you can get Viasat today.
Yes, you can get better internet. Available right now from Viasat. Call now to get free installation, usually within 3 days.
If you're outside the cable zone or stuck with old, slow DSL, now you can upgrade to better, faster internet from Viasat.
Sounds great. But how do I get it?
Oh, it's easy. Just call today to get Viasat internet in your home.
Viasat internet is available almost anywhere, and you can get it right now. With super fast speeds, Viasat is great for your whole family. Call now to learn more, or go to getviasat.com to find your local dealer.
A new look and an even better buying experience. Volkswagen of Edmond brings you the quality German craftsmanship you expect. So come see the brand new Atlas and the Tiguan, both available with 7-passenger seating. Volkswagen of Edmond, your friend in the car business.
This is important news for women using birth control medications and devices. Mirena, Yaz, NuvaRing, OrthoEvra, Depo-Provera, Paragard, and Nexplanon have been linked to the development of serious conditions called pseudotumors or false brain tumors. Symptoms of pseudotumors or false brain tumors include loss of vision, chronic headaches, pulsating sounds, nausea, and dizziness. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with a pseudotumor after using one of these birth control drugs or devices, you may be eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Contact the law firm of Davis & Crump right now if you or a loved one have used one of these birth control medications or devices and were diagnosed with a pseudotumor to see if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free and confidential, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
What?
On the scene, on the story, this is News 9.
A Metro woman says she had a close call with a neighbor's pit bull over the weekend, and she has the photos to prove it.
Steve Shaw is live near I-44 Northwest 38th Street, where he found this goes much deeper than photos. Steve?
Kelly and Amanda, Simone Chandler says she's a dog lover. She's got 3 of them of her own, and she's not trying to shame pit bulls.
I do feel like we're being held hostage. We can't even enjoy our backyard.
This is what Simone Chandler saw coming at her in her backyard Saturday morning.
He was running after us.
So what's the big deal? These are photos of one of Simone's dogs. His name is Marty. Last November, Simone came home from work and found Marty mauled in the backyard.
It was very graphic.
It was very graphic.
I don't see how he lived.
I don't either. When I took him to the emergency clinic, the vet did say that his wounds are typical of pit bulls and asked if he was around any.
Marty's vet bill was around $8,000. No, I didn't stutter, $8,000. Simone also installed this electric wire fence. Simone says this dog ran through that fence Saturday like it was Swiss cheese.
Didn't faze him. I could hear it zapping him. Didn't faze him.
A man who lives 2 doors down from Simone tells me the pit bull is one of his dogs. Animal Welfare has issued 4 failure to contain citations at the home, and they're monitoring the situation.
Especially if it's in your own front yard. If you're not able to get out your own front door due to a dog behaving in that manner, you definitely call us and we'll get somebody out.
The owner of the pit bull declined repeated interview requests this afternoon. However, before we left, he did tell me that he and his girlfriend, the woman at the home, said they plan to move all of their dogs from the home. Live on the scene on the story in Oklahoma City, Steve Shaw, News 9.
And now your weather from News 9.
Well, in Oklahoma today, we've had one big supercell. Look at the plates with this storm, folks. Many, many plates lined up. Rotating thunderstorm north of Guyman today. Marty Logan looking right at it. This thing came real close to producing a tornado today. It did produce some gust-nados, but again, no official tornado out of that. Marty was underneath it. Look at the wall cloud today going on north of Guyman at about 8 o'clock tonight. So, wow. And then, yes, we had dust lifting. I was watching this carefully tonight. A lot of lifting dust. It's getting faster and faster, and it tries to spin here. And there was some spinning going on up top, but it looks like a lot of this was outflow as the storm was gusting out at this point. But it would gust out, tighten back up, and it did this off and on. At the same time, it did produce tennis ball to nearly baseball size hail. Storms to our north today. They're coming south for tomorrow. Marty Logan still live out in the Panhandle, out near Hardesty on that storm. Why? Well, that storm is headed towards and into northwestern Oklahoma a little bit later on tonight. Marty Logan still going and blowing right now. Look at that shot. Wow, look at the lightning out there. Okay, let's go to Lynx 1. Take a look at it. We now have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 5 o'clock in the morning for all of northwestern Oklahoma. Talking about Buffalo, Woodward, Alva, back down into Ellis County. Looking looking at Arnett here and may slap out Laverne. So again, thunderstorms will continue to push out of Kansas through our panhandle into northwestern Oklahoma for tonight. This whole thing began earlier this afternoon around lunchtime into parts of Colorado. Several tornadoes up there today, Colorado, even into Kansas, and also into Wyoming. Now it's a big mess, a big blob of severe weather, flooding rains, wind and hail, and now it's beginning to push to the southeast. This will be the area that will come into northwestern Oklahoma tonight that we've been talking about here the last several days for that next wave to arrive. The storm out where Marty is, it continues to push to the southeast, and here comes the next big show just north of that. But that's a big, big storm, and it is still rotating, still producing some golf ball size hail, but the hail sizes have come down just a bit with that out in the panhandle. Doing a storm track slap out at about midnight. Vici at about 2 o'clock in the morning, Mutual at about 2:20 in the morning with that. Now, this has weakened some, but the area to the north, this has not weakened. That for sure will make it into northwestern Oklahoma as we jump into Buffalo at about 12:30 in the morning, Beaver 12:42, Laverne 1 o'clock in the morning, Freedom 1:15, Woodward 1:45, Cherokee at about 2:30 in the morning, and Fairview at about 3 o'clock in the morning. And we will be here tonight tracking those storms as they move in. 78 degrees in Oklahoma City with the southeast wind now at 10 miles per hour. We have a mix of 70s and 80s. Temperatures today were very nice. Lows tonight near 70. Cooler in the northwest and the panhandle because of the rain and the storms moving in. Overnight tonight, good chance of rain and storms eventually making their way to Enid, Clinton, Alva, Woodward. Everybody in the northwest will have those rain and storms coming in. Some of those, again, will be strong, possibly severe. There's my storm zone tonight. We've had this the last several days for northwestern Oklahoma and our panhandle for some large hail and damaging winds overnight tonight. And then tomorrow morning, that big area of rain will spread south and east. It will run out of gas and weaken. We'll do a 40% chance for showers in the morning in Oklahoma City. Best chance of more widespread rain in the morning will be in northern and across western and northwestern Oklahoma. That will weaken. And then tomorrow afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s. Cool front will be pretty close to the I-44 corridor. And tomorrow afternoon from Oklahoma City to Tulsa, we'll do a 60% chance for showers and storms to develop there. They'll push into southern Oklahoma and eastern Oklahoma for tomorrow evening. And some of the storms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening could be strong, could be severe. That includes the metro for large hail and damaging winds. We quiet things down on your Thursday and then take a look at your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Still a chance for a few more scattered showers and storms to roll in. Highs near 90, morning lows upper 60s to the low 70s. And here we go. Storms in the northwest tonight. Those will spread south and develop again tomorrow a little farther south and east. So here we go. Hey, the rain's good. We need it. A little severe weather, but we'll take it.
Looks good, David.
Bring it on. Coming up, OU makes Lincoln Riley one of the highest paid coaches in college football. Sports is next.
Your Oklahoma Ford dealers and News 9 want you to have the best summer ever. This is your cue to text for your chance to win a $100 Subway gift card. Plus, every winner gets a chance to win a new 2018 Ford EcoSport. Text SUNSET to 79640.
Since 1973, How Rubber Incorporated has been out-hosing the competition with hose, fitting valves, pipe, industrial, and hydraulic fittings for construction, industrial, and oil field. What started out as a small inventory company, How Rubber has grown into a company that can match their competition and provide service that is second to none. Our product and application specialists are ready to help solve your problems with the appropriate solution and support to your business. Call today for assistance. How Rubber Incorporated, out-hosing the competition.
Ladies, have you noticed your earrings aren't sitting upright where they should? For anyone who wears earrings, we've got something guaranteed to make them look better. You'll feel more beautiful and more confident. Introducing Magic Bags, the must-have beauty breakthrough designed to instantly lift and support your earrings so they sit upright where they should. Just replace any earring back with Magic Bags. The secret is the easy lift heart-shaped design that safely and securely supports your earring against your earlobe. Simply slide Magic Bags onto any earring post. They'll instantly sit more upright, feel more secure, and look more beautiful. Look again. Slide Magic Bags onto any earring post and watch how it positions your earring perfectly in place.
That's really cool.
Oh my God, that looks so much better. I don't have a torn earlobe here, and it still looks better.
I didn't even know my earrings could be this high. You can see the difference.
Where was this before I did my surgery?
Magic Back Sterling Silver is hypoallergenic and non-irritating and works with any post, even dangly earrings. No matter how big or small, Magic Backs makes all earrings more beautiful. They keep heavy earrings from drooping, but they also keep little studs lifted. Go from sloped to secure. Feel beautiful and confident. Magic Backs works on anyone, any age, any post earring, any shaped ear. It's easy, it's comfortable, and it's instant.
Oh my gosh, it lifted it just like that. Even the earring looks better.
Oh my, what a difference, huh?
Make all your earrings look better with Magic Backs for as low as $19.99. But wait, call right now and we'll send you a second pair of Magic Backs absolutely free. We'll also send a Magic Back storage case. That's 4 Magic Backs and storage case for as low as $19.99. It comes with a 30-day risk-free guarantee. So call or go online now.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you.
Yeah.
It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Driven by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. This is News 9 Sports with Dean Levens.
OU's Board of Regents invest in Lincoln Riley, a sign of appreciation for what he's done and a signal their support to keep him in Norman for a while. A 5-year contract extension for $25 million. The second-year head coach getting a $1.7 million increase in salary this season. Oh, the life of Riley, continuing our lead at the Lucky Star Sports Desk. Hi, everyone. In year one, Riley's Sooners beat Texas, Ohio State, and OSU, won a third straight Big 12 title, a playoff berth in the national semis, and he helped Baker Mayfield win a Heisman. The 34-year-old's salary increases this year from $3.1 to $4.8 million. Now, for comparison, he's the 12th highest paid college football coach, a tad less than Herman at Texas, more than Gundy at OSU, and a little more than quarterback Kyler Murray's other job in baseball. Also, OU's dominant softball program gets a new $22 million stadium, seating 3,000, half-mile south of the current stadium, and an indoor practice facility. More positive news on Paul George. NBA insider Mark Stein continues to hear support around the league for the idea that OKC can convince George to stay. Says he's expected to strongly consider a 2-year deal, allowing him to opt out possibly after 1 year. Landon Hustlig is used to finishing first. 3-time state champ at Deer Creek, the Oklahoma Christian senior took home the D2 national title in the 400-meter hurdles last month. But as Brian Mueller reports, his toughest test awaits.
Landon Hustlig remembers the end of his national championship run well.
Coming out of the final stretch, I was like, oh man, this is such a close race. And then I think the last thing, I was about 30 meters out. I'm just like, gonna have to lean really hard.
And he did, a little too hard.
It ended up overleaning a little bit and got off balance and couldn't recover and went down. I put my arm out to stop myself from face planting on the track. And then about 20 minutes later, I was like, oh, okay, this is starting to hurt pretty bad. I think I broke it.
But what's a broken arm when you're the first national champion in Oklahoma Christian history? A path that Landon started on with his father, David, a physical therapist at Mercy Hospital and Landon's first coach.
Somewhere between the 8th grade and freshman year was kind of really important, where he started beating people that I didn't really think he could or should do. And I really identified that, man, this guy's got some talent that's kind of untapped.
That untapped potential is where Mercy Sports Performance, powered by Exos, comes in. Landon and the OC team started training there this season.
This last year just kind of turned me into a different athlete, way more aggressive, way stronger.
But Landon still has one more meet, the U.S. National Outdoor Track and Field Championships, where he'll go against the best 400-meter hurdlers in the country.
This is, I think, the hardest meet I've ever been to, so I'm super pumped just to kind of test myself and see what I can do.
Landon will compete in the prelims on Thursday at Drake University in Iowa. After that, he hopes to compete in the 2020 Olympic trials. On the scene, on the story in Edmond, Brian Mueller, News 9 Sports.
A little brother that's athletic and a family full of integrity.
Boy, they're great. An athletic family, too, yeah.
Impressive, Dean. Thanks. Coming up next, the future of flight on display in Norway.
I am for the child who's had 7 addresses in a single year because she's in foster care, because her father abused her, and her mother couldn't believe her. She is the child I am for. I am a CASA volunteer. I am you.
Do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you toss and turn all night or wake up with a sore neck or headache? Then it's time you discovered MyPillow.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. Just like you, I had problems sleeping. I tried every pillow out there and nothing worked. 10 years ago, I invented MyPillow. It took me 2 years to develop because I wanted to have everything you would ever want in a pillow. I made sure that you could adjust my patented fill so you could have the exact support you need as an individual regardless of your sleep position. I also wanted a pillow that would last, so I made MyPillow machine washable and dryable. I back MyPillow with a 10-year warranty and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Not only that, I do all my own manufacturing in my home state of Minnesota. Call now or go to MyPillow.com. Use the promo code on your screen to save over 50% on one of my best offers ever.
Other pillows go flat, causing you to fold them over or use your arm for support, which can cause pain. Hard foam pillows can raise your head too high, making you very uncomfortable. But the revolutionary MyPillow has patented fill that won't go flat and keeps your neck supported and aligned to your exact individual need. MyPillow helps you get and stay in deep sleep all night long.
Before MyPillow, sleeping was a nightmare. First night I got it, slept like a baby. Just was out, completely out.
I sleep better. I wake up, I feel refreshed, I feel healthy.
MyPillow helps me get a good night's sleep so I can do my job in the morning.
I personally guarantee that MyPillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own. And now you can save over 50% on one of my best offers ever. You get 2 MyPillow premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. Call the number on your screen or go to MyPillow.com. Use the promo code and save over 50%.
Don't delay. Get one of Mike's best offers ever when you use this promo code. Save over 50% on Mike's 4-pack. Order now.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit MyPillow.com.
Whenever you meet an individual for the first time that has just undergone an amputation, they're just missing something. What I feel my job is to provide this missing piece of the puzzle so they can get back to doing the things that they love to do. That goal, that desire, the drive to use it, and give them this device and you actually see them using it and doing it, there's no greater joy.
Norway helping to become a pioneer in the aeronautical field. Tested a tiny electric plane for the first time. It's a 2-seater, flew for several minutes just on battery power. They hope to make all domestic flights there that are less than 90 minutes electric by 2040.
We ought to be able to do
no
that.
exhaust. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Technology's amazing, isn't it?
It's a little scary.
Beautiful shot of downtown. Enjoy the night.
When it comes to TV, you can either get reliable service with